right now. You're watching Casino is the Name. And in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of having a clean background when it comes to making money, business, things like that. Now, is it important, or can having a bad background affect you in affect your money? Yes, absolutely. Can it affect your money? Absolutely. Can it affect your options when it comes to getting a job? Yes, absolutely. Can it affect your business? Absolutely. I know a lot of people think, well, if I have a bad background, then I can start a business and it won't affect my business. But in certain situations, that may be true. It just depends on what you're doing, right? But in a lot of other situations, it still can affect your business. Let's say you had to go on location to do a job, and that location may want to run your background. No, and yes, possibly you could send somebody else to go do it, but it may require you as the owner of a small business. It may require that you be in attendance for certain things, and you may not be able to attend, and it could definitely affect your business. Let's say what I'm doing down here right now. If I was not able to come down here and have access to these government facilities and things like that, if my background was messed up, I would not be able to even be a part of this contract. Just is what it is. The previous contract, if I was not able to have access to that facility, now mind you, I am doing government contracts and things like that. But the government is not the only people who do background checks. Almost everybody corporate does some sort of a background check, and certain things prevent certain access to or certain opportunities for certain jobs. Right now, I'm currently waiting to go over some background paperwork right now with one of the guys that I was bringing on. But, I can tell you this. When you do what I'm doing, when you do what I do, trying to employ people, trying to give people opportunities for employment, it is very interesting when, you start peeling the layers back on what people have going on in their private lives. Because you see people, you don't really know what they're dealing with, and you talk to a potential person on the phone about an opportunity, and they're all excited, and then when you get there and you find out, oh my God, this person has this charge and this charge and this charge and this charge, and it might have been 3 years ago, might have been 5 years ago, might have been 20 years ago. But as you start peeling these layers back and getting to know people, they may be a completely different person today than they were in their 20s. They may be 45 now, but their past is their past. And some of their issues have, I want to say, in certain situations, they become reoccurring issues, right? Like sometimes when people start dealing with the system on and off of papers, like probation papers, parole, things like that, they tend to continue down the cycle a lot of times. It's just one of those things that that prevents me from being able to give opportunities to quite a lot of people, Now, are there still opportunities to do government contracts or to get business that don't require a background check? Absolutely. I definitely had a contract that, which was crazy because it was like we were doing a contract for the sheriff department, I believe it was. But it was weird because we didn't, they didn't require a background check because it was literally anybody could do it. As a matter of fact, they probably have had prisoners doing the job, before us. I'm sure they have. And so, it's just things like that that's like, you just never know. Well, I mean, sometimes you do know. Like in this situation, we absolutely knew background checks was going to be important. But it may be something where you might do a job for the FBI and it's not requiring a background check because, wherever the location is or the things you have to do to do it, they're not requiring that. So it just all depends. But having a messed up background or a colorful background has definitely kept quite a few people that I personally know, and also just people that I try to afford opportunities to. It's definitely affected their opportunities. So I just wanted to come on here and talk to you because I just had 3 guys filling out paperwork, and I was just telling them, like, because I'm looking at their paperwork and I know all of the stuff that I've had to deal with trying to help other people out, or people being disqualified, people who have been even on a job, starting the job, have been working there for a couple of days because they have an interim clearance where they have a temporary pass to work until their full background comes back. And when it comes back, they're like, nah, they got to get out of here right now. So, but I was going over the paperwork with the new guys, and I was just like, man, it's crazy because, like, it is so important to keep your background clean that people don't fully understand how hard it is even to find people who do have a clean background. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that because we was just talking about that, and it is still something that I'm definitely having to deal with right now. This is the guy right here. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we out.